Hey everybody, it's the top of the hour, which means we're not starting yet. Still a comedy theater. Closed for 10 months, you shut your mouth. Go ahead and grab yourself a snack, get something to drink, get comfy, cozy, bundle up, put on a layer. If you've got good HVAC, take off a layer. And share the link out with your friends and family who aren't already in the stream. Scene Kids will begin in about 2.5 minutes. Welcome to the virtual Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Scene Kids. Please welcome to your screen, Scene Kids.
All right, stop.
Good evening, everyone out on the internet. Hello. My name is Michelle Petro. I'm the host of Scene Kids. Welcome to Stab Comedy Theater. My cast and I are going to do, I don't know, 6? Are there 5 or 6 of us? I can't remember. 6? That's right. I've done the show for 2.5 years. I should know this. But yeah, 6 scenes that you're going to see tonight. Your hair does look pretty, buddy. We're going to do 6 scenes tonight. I've had my actors pick any scene they'd like from a TV show or a play or a movie. And they're going to be paired up with an improviser who has no idea what the scene is. And they're going to create another fun scene. I was about to ask how were we, but then I stopped myself because I feel excited. I want to jump right in, and we've got some 2 great cast members to do a scene for you, Casey Shingera and Daniel Kesenich. So let's bring them out. Give them a round of applause. Your humble abodes.
Soon. No. There you go. What up?
Hey. Okay, I'm not actually starting the scene. I was told I was on the improv end. Are you also on the improv end?
I am also on the improv.
Oh, then I don't think we were supposed to be partners. Okay.
Right. I think it's actually Lindsay that's first.
Okay, excellent. I will step aside. Take care. So, but I love the awkward, like, after you, sir. Like,
Yeah, no, it's like, no.
Folks,
all right, bye.
folks, this is live theater happening.
This is live theater.
Okay, all right. Excuse me, you're in my way.
Oh, I mean, I was gonna say I'm sorry, but that came off kind of rude. Yeah, okay. You can't. This doesn't just grant you access to be a rude meanie.
Thank you, David.
Thanks, David.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh.
Hi,
Hello.
Your Honor. 3-03 rule of Supreme Judicial Court states that a law student can appear on behalf of a defendant in criminal proceedings.
Sounds good to me. You can continue with your case.
Oh, but you agreed last night in your office when we were discussing my career.
Okay, well, I just agreed right now, and we don't have to bring that up, okay? Yeah, the defendant is lying. I mean, she's not, she's just, it's a weird time. I don't, look.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No, okay, well, all right, fair enough. This is a Tuesday for me.
First of all, I would like to point out that not only is there no proof in this case, there's also a complete lack of mens rea, which by definition means that there can be no crime without a vicious will.
There can be no, I'm sorry, I have to go through that one more time in my brain. There could be no crime without a vicious will. I guess no, that's not true at all, because there's like crimes of passion.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, so we agree.
Miss Wyndham, when you arrived back at the house, was your father there?
I don't believe so. He said something about going to AutoZone or maybe Napa Auto Parts. I don't know, but he was on his way out.
And when you came downstairs, what happened?
Okay, so I came downstairs and I said I was just gonna go in the kitchen for a minute, maybe hang out on my phone. I don't know. So I was down there for a while and then I went back upstairs and that was kind of it. It was around about 15 minutes downstairs.
But Mrs. Wyndham didn't have a gun.
Not that I know of. I mean, maybe she did. She could have had one on her person, is what I'm saying. I didn't see it in her hands, but it could have been in her purse. I don't know.
So sometime in the 20 minutes when you were in the shower, your father was shot.
Right. So it wasn't me, and it could have happened anywhere between my house and AutoZone.
Your father was shot when you were in the shower, but you didn't hear the shot because you were in the shower?
Yeah, I mean, I go in the shower. I tend to put on some ABBA and just kind of zone out. I become my own little dancing queen, and it's hard to hear over that. Can you blame me? I can't.
Miss Wyndham, what had you done earlier that day?
Well, I went for a jog. I took my dog out for a walk separate from my jog, which explains the shower. I was a bit sweaty.
Where you got in the shower?
Was I sweaty when I got in the shower? Yes, I was.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll allow it. Okay, thank you, sir.
Miss Wyndham, had you ever gotten a perm before?
A couple times. The first two didn't really work out, and I said, this time's got to be the one, otherwise it's going to be a rough couple months.
How many would you say?
2 unsuccessful, 1, I don't know, partially successful, it's looking like.
A girl in my sorority, Tracy Marcinko, got a perm once. We all tried to talk her out of it. Curls weren't really a good look for her. She didn't have your bone structure.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, I haven't seen her, but I'd agree. Really, no one has my bone structure.
But thankfully, that same day, she entered the Beta Delta Pi Wet t-shirt contest where she was hosed down from head to toe.
Oh, good. I mean, it seems like it wasn't a good day for her, but I mean, you seem to be thrilled, so I guess good for that. I don't know. I'm sorry, my dad got killed. Can we...
I have a point, I promise.
Okay, well, her dad did get killed, so we'll find out. Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Honor. Yeah.
Chutney, why was it that Tracy Marcinko's curls were ruined when she got hosed down?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm no expert on perms. It's tough for me to say, really.
Exactly. And isn't it the first cardinal rule in perm maintenance that you're forbidden to get your hair wet in the first 24 hours at risk of deactivating the ammonium thioglycolate?
I mean, had I known that, the first 2 perms I've got would have been fucking excellent. But I guess now I know. You learn more and more every day, don't you?
And wouldn't somebody who, say, had 30 perms in their life be well aware of this important rule?
Sure, okay, yeah. Somebody who might have happened upon anywhere between 2 to 30 failed perms, yeah. I'm assuming they would learn at some point.
And if in fact that you weren't washing your hair, as I suspect you weren't, as though your curls are still intact, wouldn't you have heard the gunshot?
Had ABBA not been on, yeah, maybe I would have. But Mamma Mia, my hair is still looking fabulous, regardless of my dad's death.
And if in fact you had heard the gunshot, Brooke Wyndham wouldn't have time to stash the gun to get downstairs, which means you would have had time. You would have had to have found Mrs. Wyndham with a gun in her hand to make your story plausible. Isn't that right?
I mean, I guess it does make sense. However, it's a bad look. I'll admit it. It's a bad look.
You, however, had time to stash the gun, didn't you, Chutney, after you shot your father?
I mean, well, in theory, would I have time to stash the gun? Yeah, absolutely. Did I? I don't know. I say no for sure. That's for damn sure.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
No. Well,
see. I got you, man.
Damn it. Yay.
Yay.
That was so good. I have no idea what that's from.
Oh,
boy.
I do not know what that's from.
Oh, well, I knew. I would like immediately. The Twitch chat is going off, Lindsay. They want a legally brunette.
I'm uncultured.
This is from a wonderful movie Reese Witherspoon stars in, Lindsay.
Yes, Legally Blonde.
Whoa.
Is the movie.
I've heard of it.
Yes, yeah.
Watched it, though.
Well, yeah.
I think you should get a perm. If we've learned anything tonight, I think everyone discuss down in the chat if Daniel should get a perm. Let's let them know.
Let me know.
I think that's a good idea.
Twitch decides
Thank you.
my hairstyle.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For the
Thank
show.
you.
I went and reflected on my notes, and Casey, you're in the next scene. Casey Shingera, and she's buddied up with our buddy Buddy Dean.
That's me.
Hello. We'll have fun, and
Thanks.
they memorized a scene, so we're good.
Thank you.
I don't know really what to say.
Well, I mean, we've had a good run, but it's okay if we have to break up. It's gonna be okay. We can still be friends.
3 minutes from our biggest battle of our professional lives. And it all comes down to today.
Yeah, it does, but I mean, we really dropped the ball. I feel like we just became excellent roommates and excellent friends, and 3 minutes before going to that wedding together, we just knew.
Either we come together as a team or we crumble. We, inch by inch, play by play.
Yeah, we did see a lot of plays together, but you know, you didn't understand Legally Blonde or the fact that it was a musical, and that's a red flag.
Till we're finished. I know we're in hell, and believe me, we could stay here and we can get our tails kicked in, or we can fight and get to the light.
Yeah, and we can work on introspection and be healthier to ourselves and maintain the friendship. It's okay. I already started to box up your stuff.
Now I can't do it for you. I look around and I realize I'm too old.
You're too old to box up my stuff, but I can box up yours. We graduated high school the same year.
I look at all these young faces around me and I realize the only way we're gonna do this is if we believe in this fight.
I know turning 30 is scary, but it's okay. And there's creams, you know, there's creams and topical solutions.
I did everything wrong a middle-aged man can do. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not.
I do believe it. Mm-hmm.
I pushed away anybody who ever loved me.
I know, but we're reaching closure, and then you'll have peace, and you can be your best self moving forward. It's really okay.
And honestly, when I look in the mirror, I no longer like the face that I'm looking at.
Okay, I mean, it's been a while since you've been outside because of the pandemic, but you know, maybe a stroll around the neighborhood, get a little more color back in there, get some vitamin D. You'd feel great.
You know, when you get old, things start getting taken from you.
Yes, but we pay taxes. We pay taxes every year. That's okay.
And yes, that's just part of life. But you only start learning that when you start losing things.
Yeah, School of Hard Knocks. It's a rough way to go. We had a good run. We just kind of aged out of it. No harm, no foul.
You find that life is a game of inches.
Okay, your penis is sufficient. I don't think you need to worry there.
So is football.
Yeah, football does. Yep, they care about those things. I still don't understand what 4th and down means, but you know, it made you happy.
Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small.
But is it? Because like you can try again, you can reset. I swear they reset, they review tapes, they reflect, they make new choices. I think you could be a lot nicer to yourself here.
I mean, one half a step too late or too early and you don't make it. One half a speed too slow or too fast and you don't catch it.
You should have read that book with me, Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. So liberating. Do you want my copy? I'll share.
The inches we need are everywhere around us.
Yeah, and if you give a fuck about less, you'll have more energy to give a fuck about the things that you actually give a fuck about. It'll be good.
In every break in the game, every minute, every second.
Uh-huh. I think you're making this way too high stakes. It's okay.
On this team, we fight for those inches. We tear ourselves and anyone around us apart for those inches.
I don't think there should be tearing when it's coming to inches. Like you gotta warm things up for no tearing.
We claw with our fingernails for those inches.
Only if they're into it. No, you got to check that ahead of time.
Because
I love that we can talk like this, though. I love that, like, we can be so forward of, okay, we're done. Let's talk about your sex life in the future. That's exciting.
Because we know all of those inches, when you add them up, that's the game. That's the difference between winning and losing, between living and dying.
Okay, or by recognizing not everything is make it or break it, live or die. Some things just are. You know, Brene Brown says it is what it is. I found that helpful too.
But I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die for that inch who's gonna get it.
That makes sense. That's a lot of effort.
And I know if I'm going to live, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch.
Yes, you will find love. You will. You're gonna be so happy. It's not you. It's me. It's me. I'm not buying what you're selling, and that's okay. That's okay.
Because that's living, the 6 inches in front of your face.
Well, again, you really want to make sure someone's ready for 6 inches in front of their face. Don't just show that there. Mm-mm.
No, I can't do it for you, and I can't make you do it.
That is entirely correct.
You gotta look at the guy next to you, look in his eyes.
You do, and then you got to say swipe right, swipe left. I don't know.
Now, I think you are going to see someone who's willing to fight for you.
Thank you. Yes, I'm taking some time though to be single. I think I might do a little eat, pray, love action, but I'll get there. I'm not worried.
You're gonna see a guy who's willing to go that extra mile and die for that inch because he knows that you're willing to do the same.
It's really nice. I love that we're both reaching this peace and this healing and this breakup. You're really nice to say that. You're gonna find it too.
That's a team. Because we have to come together as a team or we die as individuals.
Yes, and you will find your teammate and I will find mine. And then we can get all those cute couple shirts. Or at least I will, because you thought those were dumb.
That's football.
I still don't understand 4th and down, but I think you're right.
That's all it is.
It's inches and teams and consent and teams. Got it.
Now what are we gonna do?
Break up amicably.
And scene.
Oh, that was so much fun. Oh my God, you killed me, Casey.
That was so silly.
You held it so well because I almost started busting up in the middle of it.
I had to keep drinking because I was like, it's gonna make me crack.
Yeah.
Oh. I hope I wasn't shaking too much on the camera because it was just
No,
she
you were
got me
great.
good.
Definitely did. If anything, though, this made me want to join another book club. I mean, I feel like it's a new year. Everybody get on a book club. Read
Yeah.
some.
I'll
Quoted.
join
Very
that.
inspirational.
I love a book club.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you break up, hopefully it's amicable.
Yeah. I don't know what this is from. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
It
Someone
doesn't look like anybody in the chat did either. It's Al Pacino's speech from Any Given Sunday.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that in ages.
Yeah.
I watch it to motivate myself very often. So
Okay. I'm gonna have to check it out again. Well,
That's
cool.
very
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Yes, both of you so much for being here. Give them a round of applause in your living rooms or your room, wherever you are watching the show. We are here every second Saturday, like I said, but Stab has stuff going on almost 7 days a week. In the morning, Monday through Friday, Jesse's got office hours, even if you want to feel productive for a few hours. But he'll tell you about that later. Let's move on to our third scene. We're officially halfway there. It's Jacob Saldana and Gilbert Gonzalez. Bring them onto the screen. Hello. Welcome.
Hey.
Jacob, welcome to the Scene Kids screen. Thank you so much for agreeing to be on the show.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm glad to be here.
Heck yeah. Well, Gilbert's a great team partner. I'll let y'all get to it.
Fine, I'll do the dishes. You're going to make me do them anyway. Just do the dishes.
I did the floor. I did the bathroom. Did the laundry. Did the garage. The dishes are the least you could do.
Because it's Charlie work, and I'm gonna get stuck with it. I'll just do the dishes. God damn it.
Okay, so I get it. Look, Tim should have never told you we're not my favorite son. All right, that was just I was drinking and I was with my brothers, your uncles, and we were just talking about stuff like that. And you know what? It came out you weren't my favorite son. I'm sorry.
You don't know Charlie? Okay, well, Charlie work is like, it's like basement stuff, cleaning urinals, blood stuff, your basic slimes and sludges, anything that's dying or decaying. That's Charlie work. I'm on it.
I mean, look, I know you're only 8, so I give you some chores. You're getting into that stage of life where you do chores, and a good dad, does that. And I give you an allowance and everything. Come on.
Well, no. At its core, I love it. I love the dark. I love slippery things. I love getting naked in the sewer. I love the smell of bleach, the taste of bleach. I just don't like being chores.
Son, shoot, we're gonna have to get a lock for that sink. You shouldn't go under the sink and get the chemicals. Like, I'm just telling you to pick up your room and, maybe do some dishes. Like, basically put them in the dishwasher. Oh, are you on bleach now? Should I call a doctor or?
I don't like being told what to do. Everyone's always telling me what to do, kicking me around.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the bleach for a second, but we'll get back to it. Look, I tell you what to do. We're building new skills, life skills. When you get 10, make you mow the lawn or something. It's just what we do. Now, son, did you drink bleach recently?
I'm like probably the weirdest guy in the universe. I'm probably weirder than some guy on Saturn.
No, son, you're 8. It's a funny time. You're discovering things about yourself, your tastes, your likes. You've been in school for a while. You're not weird. You're just a kid.
What did Dee tell you? Would it be weird if I slept with some guy that might not be my dad? Would it be weird that I put cat fur on the back of my neck to go to sleep? Because I huff glue and I eat cat food before bed? Is that weird?
Wait. So, okay, during nap time, you need to be asleep and not going through art supplies, okay?
Oh my God, you're right. So, if I got, more skin on my skin, then I'd, never do anything wrong, because I have a lot of skin already, so it's like I've never done anything wrong before in my life.
All right, son, we're definitely scheduling a therapist. Here, okay, roll it back, son. Okay, I need you to just tell me everything on your mind right now, okay? Tell me everything on your mind. I'll get a pen and pencil or a paper. Go ahead, just tell me everything.
Yeah, I'm well adjusted, because of my lack of traditions, and I'll adjust to that, and then
you will grow, and you can be a dentist and a scientist. You can work for the city. You can be a politician. You got the whole life ahead of you as long as you don't drink too much bleach, son.
So you're saying, do the things you do, go even further, put a whole bunch of cat fur on my butt and go in the alley and then, purr and knock trash cans down, just get right through it.
Okay, son, we could do that. For pretend. We could pretend. I know we saw that Cats movie and it gave you a lot of crazy ideas, but that's not real. It's pretend. So I'm a cat too. I can pretend. See, I'm not getting fur or skin or glue or anything like that and putting it on my body. I'm just pretending.
Yeah, and like I can just stop hiding the bird. Just let the bird fly.
What? Where'd you pull a bird?
It's dead. I must have hugged it too hard. It wasn't dead the whole time. I lost control.
Okay, son. You got to tell me if there's more dead animals. Okay, this is getting pretty serious, so we're gonna have to do a couple things. We'll tell Uncle Jack. He's been in prison, so he knows how to help. Any dead body? Oh, now I gotta look for dead bodies. We're gonna get you help, son. I love you.
Sorry, I thought you were done. I'm sorry. That was it.
That's okay. I got into it.
And oh my goodness. Well done. Oh, so funny. Thank you. I am so happy that you endowed Jacob as an 8-year-old. Because of where this is from. Do you know, Gilbert, where this could be from?
It's from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
It's the episode where they get analyzed because they wanted to find out who did dishes. Yeah.
Nice.
Hilarious. Well done. That was such a great, solid scene. You both were very believing in your characters. Someone could imagine you having a record. I think that was Buddy, actually. Could have you have a record collection in Crocs, Gilbert. You just saw like cool dad. Jacob, you as Charlie. Great. That was so good. Thank you for being here, and I definitely love to have you back, both of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
First scene this year of Scene Kids. Or the two. Well, thanks. I'm next in the scenes in the lineup, which is so cool. Oh, thanks. And my scene partner is Katie Grant. Steven, you'll be next, my friend.
You said 4.
Hello! I did. I was wrong, Steven. That just means... It happens. Oh, wait. Okay, this isn't this part of the scene. Well, Katie, thank you for being on the show again. This is your second time here.
Yes, thanks for inviting me back.
I just realized I had a plan.
All right, I'm patient.
That's good. Well, it's going to sound like a cliche, but what the hell? How dare you?
Really? You'd say that to me, your best friend of 13 years? We met in grade school.
Yeah, good guess.
Like, after you told me about your boyfriend and you breaking up, I thought we'd get closer.
When you want to find a penguin, you head to the North Pole.
I know he walked with a waddle, but really calling him a penguin, you broke up 2 weeks ago.
You want to do this here, sitting here surrounded by your flunkies, like you're the poor man's rat pack, or?
Yeah, let's stay here. I feel safe. Like, maybe we can get the waiter to bring us some drinks.
That's funny.
You don't drink anymore? Like, that could have been a new cleanse thing you started, but...
Don't worry about small talk. Okay, this won't take long.
Starting to scare me, Samantha.
I let you off easy, didn't I? You sent me a Dear John letter, unproofed, by the way, and I didn't chase you down. I didn't call you. I didn't show up at your door demanding an explanation, did I?
No, like I was being a bad friend by dropping that letter off. I could have like at least called you. Like we could have Skyped or something.
I let you sleep off.
I should be appalled. I am like the worst right now. I am, you know what? How can I fix this? Maybe I can do your dishes, walk your dog.
You know, I let you slink off into the night like a goddamn Damon Runyon character. I figured if that's the way you wanted it, I wasn't going to bug you for an explanation. You know, an explanation that I was absolutely entitled to, by the way.
You were definitely entitled to an explanation. I should not have just showed up out of nowhere at your house 2 a.m. I get it. I didn't have one at the time, Samantha.
I handled this whole thing with dignity, grace. I handled it all very calmly. I don't get mad. I can't get mad. When you're really tall, you can't get mad. You can't pace around and wave your arms in the air and raise your voice because people get scared. See? Look around, see? That's what people look like when you're really tall and you're really mad.
You know,
I
maybe you
look
should
like an angry building.
Okay, remember, we need to start practicing that positive self-talk, you know, like maybe you just need to remember that being a building is a 1 in a million chance. You know, you're not that scary, right? I love you.
I work at a hospital, Miriam. I perform surgery. I hold really sharp tools that I cut people open with. And if I cut people open incorrectly, they tend to die. And that's where you choose to send your mother to fix me up with another girl?
Well, it made the most sense. Like my mom met those 2 guys at the bar that one time when she was out, and she was like, I'm gonna send one for your friend, Samantha. You know, so I told her it was fine. Sorry if I crossed the line.
Bullshit, Miriam. You feel guilty, so you decided to get me settled so you don't have to feel bad anymore. Well, fuck that. You don't get a say in what happens to me. You feel like a louse? Too bad, live with it.
I will live with it, you know, but I hope we're able to like work over this one day and become that like really good friendship that we once were, like that really good friendship that we once were. Because it's hurting. Like I just was hoping you'd get laid, you know?
Oh, well, you're gonna have to start.
I can start looking for more people to get you laid. Like I can set that up. Next thing on my docket.
I never pegged you for a coward. That letter, that was a coward's move.
Yeah, that was a bitch move. I shouldn't have just left left that letter on your front porch at 2 a.m. Like, I get it. It wasn't a cool thing to do to my best friend. But we'll move over this, right?
I don't understand what happened.
Well, like, I gotta be straight with you. I had to leave that letter there. I had no way I could look you in your face. You just broke up with your boyfriend. He was the worst. And you just were hard to talk to. Like, I couldn't.
I stopped
Half me, half you.
Well, I stopped reading the letter after the words, I can't marry you. I kind of gave the ending away.
It was really hard. Like, I would love to marry my best friend, but you know me, like, I am already in a relationship. It'd be a little awkward. And I get it, you're saying.
How did you know it was going to be a problem?
Well, like, I thought about it. I did the logistics. Like, you know, like, we're best friends. Like, all of that experience, all of that love, you know. Who knows if it would work?
Come on, what?
Like, I would love it, but my mom also was, like, not a fan, you know? And after she met those guys, it just made sense, you know? That I had to cut the ties of our friendship.
I have seen you on stage.
I've seen you on stage. We both do comedy.
Oh,
like, really? I get it. Okay, fine. I have off nights. We have off nights, but we both do comedy.
I'm not Joel, okay? I got 2 feet on the guy alone.
You know, Joel is... we don't need him anymore. He's your ex, you know? You're not Joel. You're you. You're Samantha.
But did you ask? Did you ever say, hey, Benjamin, if I constantly talk about you on stage, is that a problem?
No, I didn't, Samantha Benjamin. I never, like, thought that was a good idea.
That's
but
right.
I always talk about you on stage.
You didn't even give me a chance. You left me out of the equation altogether.
it wasn't really like all of my plan. Like we can blame my mom for a little bit of it, you know, just leaving you out of the equation. It was maybe like her idea and my idea.
You broke my heart, Miriam.
You know, I never meant to do that to you, Samantha. Like I never really thought I would break your heart. But it happened.
Do not send your mother again.
I mean, she was planning on swinging by on Wednesday with some coffees and a new guy's number, but I'll tell her to stay home.
You never even got to see the ring. It was spectacular, by the way.
Is it better than the ring pops that we had in 8th grade? Oh, no, don't leave me, Samantha. Like, way to just walk away from this beautiful diner. Insane.
Oh, thank you, Katie.
That was fun. I have no idea what this scene is, though.
Did you know? No?
No. You're too focused.
It's on Amazon Prime, so it's kind of hard sometimes to get, and I feel guilty even having Amazon Prime. But it's my parents, so it's not like I'm actually paying for it. But thanks, Mom and Dad. Dang, though, it's from the last season, the 3rd season of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Oh, I haven't seen all of the 3rd season. Amazing show.
Yeah. Spoilers. you don't get if you haven't seen it. But thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you again. This was amazing.
Yay! Thanks.
Yay!
So next up, we have Stephen Ferris and Patrick Blanson. Thank you so much. Let's bring them on to our virtual screen. Big round of applause for you too. Now's your chance. Okay. Have fun. Why am I whispering? I'll be back at my house when I come back, not at this diner.
Okay. All right, should I start? Are you ready, Patrick?
Start.
Okay. All right, I don't actually have this memorized because it was kind of a last minute thing, but so I'm just going to read it. But all right, here we go. Good evening from the Municipal Auditorium in Kansas City. I am Dorothy Ridings, the president of the League of Women Voters, the sponsor of this final presidential debate of the 1984 campaign between Republican Ronald Reagan and Democrat Walter Mondale.
Mr. Moderator, if I could say something, please. I mean, before you even start this, I want you to be sure that you know what you're getting into.
We have asked the questioners to be brief. Let's begin. Ms. Geyer, your question to Mr. Mondale.
Well, okay, so first of all, we didn't discuss any of this, and I just want to let you know, my constituents didn't plan on having a debate with these two other people.
Mr.
I don't think it's funny.
If I could broaden the question just a little bit, since World War II, every conflict that we as Americans have been involved with has been in non-conventional or irregular terms. And yet we keep fighting in conventional or traditional military terms. The Central American wars are very much in the same pattern as China, as Lebanon, as Iran, as Cuba in their early days. Do you see any possibility that we are going to realize the change in warfare in our time or react to it in those terms?
Is there going to be a question in there somewhere? Hello?
In the last few months, it has seemed more and more that your policies in Central America were beginning to work. Yet just at this moment, we are confronted with the extraordinary story of a CIA guerrilla manual for the anti-Sandinista Contras who are backing, which advocates not only assassinations of Sandinistas, but the hiring of criminals to assassinate the guerrillas we are supporting in order to create martyrs. Is this not, in effect, our own state-supported terrorism?
Okay, let me get this straight. You wanted me to talk about war and my policies and things like that, but that's not what you told me in the phone call we had earlier.
Well, Mr. President, if you are implying then that the CIA in Nicaragua is directing the Contras there, I'd also like to ask whether having the CIA investigate its own manual in such a sensitive area is not sort of like sending the fox into the chicken coop a second time.
What? I'm not even the president yet. Come on, get it together, man. What? Okay. Can we just start over and, let's just start this over. And, the conversation we had earlier, you didn't say we were going to discuss my policies on war. And I'm just not prepared for this.
A related question, Mr. Mondale on Eastern Europe. Do you accept the conventional diplomatic wisdom that Eastern Europe is a Soviet sphere of influence? And if you do, what could a Mondale administration realistically do to help the people of Eastern Europe achieve the human rights that were guaranteed to them as a result of the Helsinki Accords?
Mr. Mondale is my best friend. He would never do anything to dissuade my presidential campaign. Got that?
Mr. President, your rebuttal.
The president doesn't have anything to say. The president isn't even here.
Here.
Oh my God. Okay. Look, I'm not prepared to answer your questions. You totally blindsided me. Come on.
Mr. Mondale, your rebuttal?
Again, Mr. Mondale is my best friend. My very best friend in the world.
I would ask the audience not to applaud. All it does is take up time that we would like to devote to the debate. Mr. Kondrake, your question to Mr. Mondale. Use of military force.
Mr. Mondale would never use military force. He's my... Come on, dude. Why are you bringing this old stuff up?
Mr. Mondale, in an address earlier this year, you said that before this country resorts to military force, and I'm quoting, American interests should be sharply defined, publicly supported, congressionally sanctioned, militarily feasible, internationally defensible, open to independent scrutiny, and alert to regional history. Now, aren't you setting up such a gauntlet of tests here that adversaries could easily suspect that as president, you would never use force to protect American interests?
When I agreed to this Zoom phone call, you didn't tell me about any of these other questions. Now you're bringing all this stuff up. Why are you blindsiding me? And that's not a question, that's a statement. You are blindsiding me.
You've been quoted as saying that you might quarantine Nicaragua. I'd like to know what that means. Would you stop Soviet ships as President Kennedy did in 1962? Wouldn't that be more dangerous than President Reagan's covert war?
Mr. Mondale, I'm going to answer this one. We are currently in a pandemic and everything is closed. So I don't make the rules up, okay? Get that through your head.
President Reagan, you introduced U.S. forces into Lebanon as neutral peacekeepers, but then you made them combatants on the side of the Lebanese government. Eventually, you were forced to withdraw them under fire, and now Syria, a Soviet ally, is dominant in the country. Doesn't Lebanon represent a major failure on the part of your administration and raise serious questions about your capacity as a foreign policy strategist and as commander-in-chief?
What the hell are you talking about?
Mr. President, 4 years ago, you criticized President Carter for ignoring ample warnings that our diplomats in Iran might be taken hostage. Haven't you done exactly the same thing in Lebanon? Not once, but 3 times, with 300 Americans, not hostages, but dead? And you vowed swift retaliation against terrorists, but doesn't our lack of response suggest that you're just bluffing?
Wait a minute. This must be Ashton Kutcher's Jackass. What's that? Or not Jackass, that show that people play jokes on you. Is that what this is? Where are the cameras at? Come on, somebody. Come on.
Mr. Mondale, your rebuttal?
There's no rebuttal.
Mr. President, your rebuttal?
No one has anything to say. It's just me. Why are you talking like... Wait. Split personalities. I don't have it.
Mr. President, I want to raise an issue that I think has been lurking out there for 2 or 3 weeks and cast it specifically in national security terms. You already are the oldest president in history, and some of your staff say you were tired after your most recent encounter with Mr. Mondale. I recall yet that President Kennedy had to go for days on end with very little sleep during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Is there any doubt in your mind that you would be able to function in such circumstances?
God, I need a drink. Oh, God.
Mr. President, I'd like to head for the fence and try to catch that one before it goes over, but I'll go on to another question. You and Mr. Mondale have already disagreed about what you had to say about recalling submarine-launched missiles. There's a similar issue out there that relates to it is said, at least, that you were unaware that the Soviet retaliatory power was based on land-based missiles. First, is that correct? Secondly, if it is correct, have you informed yourself in the meantime? And third, is it even necessary for the president to be so intimately involved in strategic details?
First of all, that little thing that's flopping around, what is that? And I remember the show, it was Punked. It was not Jackass, it was Punked. You think it's fun? Yeah, okay, so you're laughing. So yeah, it is Punked, right?
All right, let's just end it there.
And scene. Very fitting. Well done. Yes, to both of you. It's very fitting that the scene was set on a Zoom call and we had animal cameos. I love that. And the little tail swish, perfect button. Steven, your gut was right. It was the perfect button. Little swishy swish. Well done.
All right, thank you.
Patrick, do you know what this scene is from?
It was a presidential debate, the Walter Mondale and with the other president, yeah.
Some would say an awful president, but not me, maybe. Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan,
yeah. Yuck. Well, thank you. Oh my goodness. You so fun. We love a great Stephen Ferris bit. We love a great serious Patrick comment like Mr. Mondale is my very best friend, or another favorite was, what in the hell are you talking about? So thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
And your pets. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Well done. We've actually got one more scene to do. One final scene from 2 wonderful, wonderful men, Kevin Cooley and Jesse Jones. Hey, there's the guy you see every day, and there's Kevin.
Oh, hold on. Hey. I gotta make. There we go. There we go. I can see me now. Sorry. Hey. Oh.
Jesse, did you give your beard to Kevin?
Yeah, he tacked on what I trimmed on the first. Yeah.
Hey, what's all this noise? What is all this noise?
We had signs out on the curb. You can't park here from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for the entire week. I mean, we might finish earlier and you might be able to park back out here. But right now, we're doing some street work. So if you could just move along.
Yeah, calm down. Just take out your phone and dial 911.
We don't want to get to that point, is the point that I'm saying. We're trying to very congenially reach out to the residents in the area who have yet to move their vehicle to let them know that you should move your vehicle before we have to call authorities to move your vehicle.
Well, you don't have service?
No, we have a service. I'm with the city, so we have a service that can come at a phone call and remove your vehicle. We would prefer that you do it yourself because I know paying for a tow is a bitch. So I'm trying to give you a chance here.
Well, then let's go outside where there might be service.
Okay. Well, if we go outside, just grab your keys. I'm knocking doors here. Grab your keys, hop in the car. We're only doing this half of the street. You can just move to the other half. It isn't that big a deal. We don't have to call a service. Just move your car.
Hey, do you have signal now?
Sir, I am with Shore West. I am a contractor through the city working with Shore West on the lines on this street. I have service all the time. Shore West is a wonderful company.
There's nothing going on. It's just a regular party with regular people, and there's nothing going on.
Sir, there is a lot going on. Can you hear the You probably can't. Can you hear me over the jackhammer? I have a high visibility vest, as do all of the rest of the gentlemen here. There is a lot going on, sir. If you would just move your vehicle.
No, you shut up.
No! Hey! You listen here! I will call and have your vehicle removed. I am going at exceptional lengths right now to try and be a nice guy to you and save you some tow and impound fees. Let's just do this.
Well, the good news is there's nothing you need service for.
I'm sorry, are you not parked out here? Is that Celica you? Is that Metro you? Is that Forerunner you? Are any of these you is what I'm looking for.
Look, they're obviously not dead. They're just passed out, okay? It's a hot tub. This is a party. Duh.
Okay. Could you please ask any of your guests, who I have no question of their virility, if they own this Celica, this Metro, or this Forerunner? If these are not your vehicles, could you please see if any of your guests are in possession of these vehicles? We just want to improve the Shore West connectivity on this street, okay?
Well, Dan is obviously on something. Hell, just look at him.
Okay, Dan, thank you. Dan, that's the Metro. Okay, good. Thank you, Daniel. So, we've got the Celica and we've got the Forerunner. That's all. Just 2 more vehicles. Help me out. Just check in with the hot tub and let me know who's what.
We don't need to get a hold of the police. We don't need to get a hold of anyone. We just need maybe some more beer. And look, let's drink some more.
Okay. I like to party as much as the next guy. When I get home, I like to go to my fridge. I have some Modelo. I like to unwind. But right now, I've got to deal with this. I will call the police if you keep this ruckus up. We go around through it doesn't matter. Please find the owner of the Celica and the Forerunner.
Oh no! Oh my God!
Okay, I'm gonna check the other side of the street then. Clearly, this isn't an issue here. You take care of yourself, sir. Just take a nap, lay down or something.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they did park here? Your fucking hot tub friends did park here? You've been jerking me around for 5 minutes and you scream in my face with your spittle, and you know who is the owner of this Celica. Dan has already moved the Metro. Who is owner of the Celica and the Forerunner? Who are you calling? Are you calling the owner of one of these vehicles?
Yes, this is an emergency. There's a llama out here shooting people.
Okay, sir. This is not that much of an emergency. It will become an emergency if we don't resolve the situation.
Well, it's too late now.
Oh, shit. Yep, you're right. There's the toes. I tried. Nobody can say I didn't try. All right, so I'm just going to get back on the hammer and start cutting, okay?
No, this is not a prank. Don't hang up.
Yeah, maybe they should have gotten out here faster, sir. That's all I have to say. Ample warning. These signs were put out here at 11 last night. There's no reason they couldn't have seen them.
No, what's happening? No!
Hey.
No!
Oh, you watch those fingers, all right? I've been genial and very nice here. You watch those fingers, all right, sir? I don't need your crude gestures, all right, sir? Thank you.
God, what the fuck is wrong with him?
I don't know. I've been going back and forth with this guy. It's not that big a deal. He could already have been in the hot tub with this group if he just settled this. I don't understand.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, okay, fine. That's how we're going to play this. All right, hook him up. Hook him and take him.
No, Dan's right. He's part of the reason why the llama can chase us.
Okay, sir, thank you for coming back. That was weird. You didn't have to run away and then come back. Have you and your hot tub guests been partake? I'm just a lineman for Shore West. You can tell me if you need me to get you like some vitamin C or something to come down from whatever this is. I know how hot tub parties go. I've been to plenty of hot tub parties. Somebody gives you some of this, somebody gives you some of that, and then woohoo! Yeah, I get it, sir. I get it.
No, we have to leave him. It'll keep following us if we don't leave him.
Well, sir, I would like to go. I would like to leave all of you. I've got work to do. I take my work for Shore West very seriously. So please, if you can just... You know what? I don't care anymore. They're already hooking them. They're up in the air. They're pulling them away. This conversation's over as far as I'm concerned. You just come down, just sit very still, maybe look at a plain wall. It'll be fine.
I'm sorry, Troy, but you can go do your sit-ups somewhere else.
Okay. Please, this is my cousin's jumper. I am not Troy. And it's called a pull-up. They're pulling these vehicles off of the ground and they're taking them away. Good day to you, sir.
And scene.
Yes. Oh my. That was so great from start to finish. I loved your running. Jesse, you were like, oh, so funny. The quote that we really liked was, watch those fingers. I've been genial and very nice here. Watch those fingers.
Don't need these.
Feels so good.
Don't need
He's
these.
dedicated to his job at Shore West.
Kevin, I don't know. Does anyone else know what this is from? Is anyone out there? I don't even guess.
This is from the soon-to-be classic Llamageddon.
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 Sure.
Alien llama comes down to Earth and terrorizes a group of college partiers.
Of course.
Okay, well, I know what I'm doing tonight.
Of course it is.
Yeah, clearly.
It's available on Prime.
Thank you all so much for being here. We did it. We finished the first
Yay.
Scene Kids of 2021. Celebrate. Well, I hope you and your home enjoyed the show, and I had a great time. I hope you all did also in the cast. Thanks so much for doing this. Jesse.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your take? Next.
Well, it was another wonderful night of Scene Kids. Thank you, everybody. I'd go down the line, but it takes so long. I'll do it anyway. Thank you, Kevin, Michelle, Gilbert, Daniel, Buddy, Stephen, Casey, Lindsay, Patrick, Jacob, and Katie. Thank you all. So good. Shall I take it out then, Michelle? Is that what we're...
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless any final words from my cast?
No.
No.
Watch Obscure Movie Trivia on Tuesdays at 8 p.m.
Also, again, good job, Jacob, on your first Scene Kids.
Yay! Welcome.
Great. Congrats. It was very fun.
Yeah.
Well, from me, be safe, cover your mouth and nose, and, stay home when you can. And we care about you and love you and hope we can be back on stage in a safe time.
Yeah. Well, thank you all very much. That's it for Scene Kids. One more time for Michelle Petro. Yay! Thank you, Michelle. Michelle puts it all together. She is wonderful. She's kind of the best. So thank you all. That's it for us tonight. Tomorrow, you want to get your churchin'? Join us at 3 p.m. for the debut of The Stabernacle with David Coleman and Skip Bacon. Looking forward to that. And then after that, the Suzette Benetti Show at 5, her normal, regular date and time. And for the full calendar of events, why not check out stabcomedytheater.com? Or if you're on Twitch, which most of you are, just scroll down. The upcoming week's events are right below. So thank you guys. Let's see who we can send the Twitch audience to. Who's doing something? There's a couple. How about... How about... You know what? If they're still going, hopefully. I don't know if I've sent people to the Hideout Theater in a while. Let's check out Hideout. I think they're Atlanta. I can't remember. But let's check out the Hideout Theater. And I will see you tomorrow with Skip and David at 3 o'clock for Stabernacle. Hold on for some raid.
The Stabernacle poster is hilarious.
It was David's idea, and then I just sort of tweaked it a little bit. But yeah, it's wonderful.
We are not live anymore, so if you
A second.